Phrasing.
Oh, God damn it.
I know I made the joke, but somehow it's worse now. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, but that's American courtroom. I don't know what Japanese ones look like. It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
It was low.
It was also like I think it was very high, which is why Discord cut it off.
All right.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Wait, I have an assigned seat in court, too?
Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats.
Oh,
Those
I
orange
see.
seats.
Those are very much not seats.
The not seats were arranged in a giant circle.
Whoa, the who?
You get a good top-down view of our swimmer girl right there. It's
Hey,
really
Oh,
no!
I could see the Grand Canyon. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we stood. You are clearly standing.
You don't know that your character actually knows the difference.
And that's fair. And so the curtain on our first case opened. I just closed mine, actually. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. For fuck's sake. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Anyway, finish preparation. Open e-handbook? Oh,
This is where you can go over all your stuff.
I don't care.
The
The game is
e-Honda.
probably just going to tell me how to do it anyway because it's the first trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
Objection! Oh, sorry, too early.
Tutorial.
if you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, besides the black one, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
What the fuck are you on about, man?
Tutorial.
Bus, right?
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna secret Hitler this shit?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Please
I'm
do.
Spartacus.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Phrasing.
Friendship penetrates.
Oh, God damn it.
I know I made the joke, but somehow it's worse now.
Friendship penetrates. I'm gonna have to remember that
I
one.
was gonna say, please read it anyway.
This is not a seat.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
I'm not gonna lie. Based on the way the view was before, I thought we were standing next to Albie and Hero.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little
That's
courtroom
fair.
here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Yeah.
That feels way more
Right.
significant than you're making it.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Sure.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. A deadly trial. Anyway, anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate. Yes, tell me how to do this. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. That's like one of the most anime things I've ever heard.
Right?
Focus.
This is where the mouse
This
keyboard
part is
comes in.
timed, so this part is definitely timed.
Is that...
So
Oh,
we'll
okay.
basically let you do this
Assert that the one
part.
who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono. Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in
There
the
you go.
bathroom.
There you go.
She didn't even have a chance to.
Oh,
There
I
it-
have to shoot the
yeah.
orange text. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. I like it.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
She's never been in your room.
That's
If
fair.
the way things had been damaged,
She never left the
you
gym.
can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Between Santa and his favorite elf.
So you're saying
Yo, I
Ender.
put money on the reindeer.
wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
I think that's fair to
She
assume,
must
yeah.
have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
You don't
Wasn't
belong in
far
this
off
game,
on his
Yakuya.
voice.
Yeah, you were pretty close.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
It was a fucking knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
And
Fridge
Stitch
isn't
isn't
off of
far
his
off
voice.
either.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Alright, here we go. More timed.
More time. Make your argument. Kitchen knife set.
Alright, normally you'd have more bullets than this, but
Oh, but baby steps. Okay.
yeah.
Shoot the orange thing.
What do you mean some kind of
there's
sharp
more
object?
options.
It's a fucking knife.
Use some random knife they had on him.
There it is.
Wait, but that's
right
not
there.
a contradiction, is it?
Something like that.
So he said some random knife.
Bitch.
That's not a
Ah.
contradiction.
Some random,
Random,
but
you know
we
what
know
it
what
is.
it is. Not
Yeah.
a mystery section.
All right.
Sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Oh, I see. It lets you replay it. Okay.
Yeah, it loops, but it's still timed, so you gotta pay attention to what they're saying.
There you go.
See, if they had made the orange text they had on them, I think that would be more the contradiction. It's like it's not one that they had on them; it was from the kitchen,
Ooh, that's wrong. That sounds like objection with different steps.
right?
I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
fucking
why.
God.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go. It wasn't
okay.
just some random knife.
Wasn't some random knife. Yeah.
Right.
Kitchen knife? After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Solid.
That knife must be the murder weapon.
Yeah.
And your Sakura wasn't too far off either.
Well, I had heard her voice a
He
couple
heard
of
her.
times, so I
Okay.
modeled it off of that.
And if you look real close, I could totally
She sounds like
see it was a
Frieza.
kitchen knife.
Hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
it
what-
was a
yes.
kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
That you killed her, obviously, but we'll get there, Mister. You fucking Knuckles reject.
I mean, we all
No, I
know
think it's
Dakota
Celeste.
killed her, right?
What do you mean?
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
The fact that I didn't do it,
Wait a second.
but that's not proof. What you know what I'm saying?
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our argument.
Yes, thank you,
Otherwise,
Kyoko.
what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can say what we want.
He did it.
Can't change that conclusion.
Yes, it fucking will. You're the murderer.
That's true at all. Unsure
No,
if
it's
we
totally
can
her.
prove it, something new will reveal itself.
Do you really believe that?
Yes, Treebeard.
Da-da-da.
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Sure, tell me about it. Well then, good luck and
Gotcha.
have fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
This
just
game
on
is
trial
much
and
more
murder.
complex than I expected.
Yeah, I'm okay. I understand the
Yes,
concept of the
please.
first-person shooter now.
Please account.
Not what I was expecting, but I get it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yes.
Where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Au contraire!
Secret. Nobody was in the dining
Oh.
hall.
No, that's wrong.
And you notice the text will move too. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it'll go faster, so it's good to
Get
have
the-
that on occasion.
Hmm.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and say it all you want.
I
Okay.
think I did pretty good for her.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hina?
He doesn't sound enough like Joey Wheeler. I don't think I'm making the mistake. I think he is.
The
But you made a conscious
Yes.
decision to make
baby
him Joey Wheeler.
dragon.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Sis?
Well, Sorry, it's a flashback. So when I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. Gasp!
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
Idiot
and lying
swimmer
to protect
girl.
each other?
If I was the killer and I got away with it, she'd be killing herself.
So, question for you, Toko. Do you think either of them is smart enough to think of that?
Oh, and
True.
Hey.
more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So the accomplice just dies. What incentive is that?
No, they're not the blackened.
Sure, but if the blackened gets away, that means the accomplice dies because everyone else dies.
That's true.
So there'd be no point in having an accomplice.
That's true.
Then there's no way anyone would work together.
The more you say that, the more I think that there is an accomplice.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
But can I trust you?
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway,
I think you can.
Was
now.
that too obvious?
and I didn't take the knife. So
No,
I'm not the
Monokuma just
killer.
gets bored easy.
Okay,
Hmm.
so then, who did take the knife?
Leon.
Your mother.
Seems the obvious candidate. After all,
Oh.
she just
No.
said she was in the dining hall.
Well, yeah, that's a fair conclusion.
Yes.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Damn it, Hifumi. Stay the line, Fridge.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Oh, nice.
You neglected to say that before.
Sakura's
Well,
right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
spit it out.
Spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You know what an airtight alibi is, but you can barely breathe alone.
And they also don't have one.
Can you imagine though if like Sayaka just let him stay in the room with her? She probably would have been dead.
I am slightly confused.
It's okay, we all are.
So,
What about?
Monokuma switched the nameplates when we switched rooms.
Mm-hmm.
But as we suggested before, if two people shack up, does that mean they put both nameplates on the room? They didn't. I remember passing Sakura's room and her nameplate was on it, not on Ayo's.
So then they didn't switch the rooms. Maybe it wasn't Monokuma that swapped the plates.
Maybe the killer swapped the plates.
But why? It was said in the
We'll get
Monokuma
there.
file
We're
that it was
in the
my
trial.
room.
Stayed over?
We're in the trial.
Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't
Which doesn't say it has to be your dorm.
So I don't think that's a problem.
Does that mean I can fall asleep in the hallway of the dorm, but I'm still in the dorm, so I'm fine?
Technically.
I mean, I
Try it
wouldn't
out.
recommend that with killers on the loose. But
That's fair.
Unwholesome.
That's somebody.
Oh,
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 dear
bro,
God.
you need
oh,
to
here we
step
go.
back.
Here we go.
Taka, straight up, I get it. I made the same mistake, but
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other
He
possibility.
moved that.
Right, Hina?
huh?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Great question.
Excellent question.
They're not here anymore.
He did.
Somebody's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka.
Oh,
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Maybe she took the knife.
Oh, for self-defense. Duh. She did say she wanted one. So the person who took the knife from the kitchen.
don't take time. Don't take the time's running out.
Got
No,
picked
don't.
by.
They.
Yep.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Why was that a choice I had to make?
That's the only
Because you
Probably harder
Tutorial
later.
trial.
breathing?
Yeah, it's gonna be harder later.
She was acting kind of unusual. When she came
Get it
into the
together,
dining
casual.
hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Wow.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah, she had the gold bit on her wrist that was broken. So the dude took the sword, whacked her because it's a replica. It's not a real sword. Whacked her one, took the knife and stabbed.
In that
Which means that Leon didn't go to the room
but you still
intending to kill her.
Oh shit.
I was gonna say this
He's
leads right
not-
back to you.
I
Oh,
mean,
shit.
He's not wrong.
He did do it after.
Wait, hold on,
God,
time out.
oh my
Let's
God,
take
I
that
hate
back.
this
I
girl.
did take the knife. No.
Shit.
Fuck.
This programmer girl is pissing me off.
Send us all off in the wrong direction?
Who are you looking at? I'm right next to you.
No, yeah.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't
Already
they
have.
understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna get ice cream sundaes.
Hold on.
Woo!
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Because
thank you,
see,
Kyo. You know
if
what?
the room did
She's
belong
number
to the
3 now.
killer, Then they did something most bewildering.
She just gotta step above Hina.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering.
Fucking tell him.
What the hell are you talking about?
Don't worry, she'll make me answer because she's not helpful.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all
I assume
rights
that,
should have been
I'm
Sakura
a
is,
fucking
uh,
liar.
Is
What?
best girl?
Hold on.
Is she
This
best girl? I
something's
don't
gonna
know.
pop
Junko
up.
was pretty great. What are you saying, sis? I'm sorry.
We're gonna get timed again in a second.
We are? Just... Oh, in a second.
what I'm
Okay.
talking about, don't you?
Oh, god damn it. She is gonna make me tell him. Hangman's Gambit? Well, then, good luck and have fun. I mean, thanks. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the fucking hair on the floor. You can just figure out what that something is. It's the hair on the floor.
Four-letter word. Yep.
Oh, I have to get it into red first. Oh god, can't I just solve the puzzle? Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Alright.
They gave it to you.
Yeah.
It gets harder. they handheld you on
They
this.
basically put it under your targeting reticle.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Especially if it was red hair from Leon. Leon?
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
No, to remove any trace that Leon was ever there.
Makes sense, does it not?
You're close, but no.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
That's a really
Yeah, it's
good
kind
point,
of a
actually.
problem.
They didn't want anyone to know Sayaka was there. Bro, her corpse is in the bathroom.
Yes,
Well, they succeeded in proving she wasn't in that room.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Because you squeegeed that shit up with my lint roller, you mother lover.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means
So you're saying the perpetrator has hair?
It's beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure
Reasonable doubt.
so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have had to batter down my own door to get in there. I know the trick.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you
That's
remember
probably gonna be in
anything
here.
remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
First
Sayaka
trial.
went to the main room
I know. I'm not worried. I'm actually glad that this is
Oh,
there.
okay.
Like, I didn't have to
sorry.
wait to prove my point. It's
I
coming up.
misunderstood you dropping the controller.
Yeah, no, I was just like,
Usually that
ah!
means, oh my god.
then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom?
Yes.
Is this on
How? did
Steam
they
or
get in
Switch?
there? Steam. Probably on Switch
Okay.
too, actually.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yes, quite.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I do. A broken doorknob. Oh. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the bathroom doorknob. Oh, present with Y. Okay.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
He wasn't there.
He has a bathroom in his room, though. He has
Yeah,
to
but
know
he-
that there's a doorknob on the bathroom.
Sure, but the boys' rooms don't lock.
But they still have doorknobs.
Right, but why would the doorknob be a problem?
He's not asking about the lock. He said, "What doorknob?"
I think
Oh,
he's just
all
stoned
right.
out. That's all.
Alright.
So he is higher than a fucking kite.
It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
That doesn't mean it's broken. It just means it was taken apart.
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
It means I'm not the killer.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
I mean, you're close.
Why was there a lock on your door?
There was no lock on my door. It just gets
It
stuck.
proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No, she's saying I wouldn't
If
have
the
to.
only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to do
Oh,
that,
buddy.
Mr. Knuckles.
Leon, you should have kept your mouth shut.
And your name off the wall.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Is it... Oh, fuck. Okay, tell me. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Do you promise? Do you promise I get to rely on logic? Because I feel like at this point I've just been putting the circle peg into the circle hole. Well, then good luck and happy luck.
Tutorial.
Eh,
I know,
Alright,
but
timed. We are timed again.
it's such a long tutorial. Bathroom door frame. Great. One circle peg.
Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes, that is true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Oh, there's an
Yes.
example of one.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her,
Yes.
and they got into the bathroom.
Yes, they did.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Okay.
He did.
Sayaka had locked it.
No!
No.
Bam!
There it is.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
Because there's no locks on the girls' doors.
Reason
No, on the boys'
Boys.
doors. It was
Or I
my
mean,
door.
on the...
was locked.
Yeah.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Thank you, Frieza.
Then why is the bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about?
It's like being locked, but not.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Alright, I trust the bear.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Eh.
That's not lucky at all.
Au
saved
contraire.
your
It helped me
ass.
prove my innocence.
So the reason the door
I'm trying to wonder why everything's blurry all of a sudden. I took my fucking glasses off. completely derped on that. I'm like, the fuck is wrong? I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm not paying attention. Oh, I took off my face thing.
Oh, I know what's wrong. I took my face off. Like in that movie, Face Off.
Man,
Didn't know that and assumed it was locked.
everything's clear
So
as
they
a
told
bell,
the hard
but
door to get in.
I can't find my glasses.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first?
Because it was stuck!
No, because the faceplates were switched.
Oh,
They thought they were going into Sayaka's room.
right.
So they would assume that the door is locked.
Okay, fair enough. I apologize. I was misunderstanding. I don't think I was paying attention to what was said beforehand. That's my fault. I apologize, everybody.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Switched faceplates. I'm gonna have to prove that, right? Come on, give me the prompt. Stop telling me what the prompt is and give me the prompt. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was that the crime took place in my room. Okay.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Oh, come on. It wasn't pointless to them. They didn't know what they were doing.
Definitely something I wouldn't do.
Oh.
Since I
Yeah,
wouldn't know
that
exactly
too.
why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the
Thank you
killer
for your
would have
commitment.
to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did
Said Rugby the Tiger? Oh, wait. No, was it Rugby? No.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut the fuck up, Ifumi.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
His name was...
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No?
Majority rules.
Down to Salem first night.
Idea. Yeah,
Seriously.
Our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
You got it, Shaggy.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, I don't know. How about someone wrote his fucking name on the wall?
As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for keeping it along. Oh, don't be a bitch.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Please.
what